Get ready for a whirlwind of romance as The Bold and the Beautiful delivers yet another dose of love, surprises, and perhaps a dash of drama. Who can resist the charm of a sudden wedding? This week, hearts fluttered as Eric swept Donna off her feet with a spontaneous marriage proposal. The impromptu ceremony left us all breathless. On the joyous occasion, three other couples, Luna and RG, Brooke and Ridge, and Katie and Carter, baked in the glow of love. But amidst the celebrations, all eyes are on the iconic duo of Brooke and Ridge. Join us as we unravel the tangled web of relationships and speculate on who might be next to walk down the aisle. Step into the world of Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester. Here, love knows no bounds and weddings are as common as the sunrise. With an impressive 8 trips down the aisle, this dynamic duo has captured the hearts of viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful. Yet, as Eric and Donna steal the spotlight with their spontaneous nuptials, could this be the push Ridge needs to make things official with Brooke once more? Despite their rocky past, the couple now finds themselves in a particularly loving phase. This reignites hope for a future filled with marital happiness. However, amidst their rekindled romance, differing views on the relationships of their loved ones threaten to derail their happiness. As fans eagerly anticipate another memorable wedding entrance from the ever-inventive Brooke, the question lingers. Will Brooke and Ridge finally exchange vows again, or will their love story take yet another unexpected turn? While Brooke and Ridge command attention, another tantalizing possibility emerges from the shadows. Enter Sheila and Deacon, a pair whose fiery passion and undeniable chemistry have been sorely missed on the canvas. As rumors of a possible Las Vegas wedding circulate, fans of The Bold and the Beautiful are left wondering, could this tumultuous duo be ready to steal the spotlight with a spontaneous trip down the aisle? With Sheila and Deacon's history of whirlwind romances and steamy encounters, a surprise wedding seems tailor-made for these two. Yet, as the writers continue to weave their narrative, only time will tell if Sheila and Deacon's love story will culminate in a grand gesture of commitment or if fate has other plans in store. Amidst the chaos of love and longing, The Bold and the Beautiful's canvas is awash with couples at various stages of their romantic journeys. Luna and RG's recent consummation hints at a blossoming romance. Yet the prospect of marriage looms uncertainly on the horizon. Meanwhile, Katie and Carter's relationship simmers with potential, though it lacks the fiery passion that ignites true love. As for Poppy and Bill, their chemistry sizzles. However, it remains in its infancy, leaving fans eagerly awaiting the next chapter of their story in The Bold and the Beautiful. And then there's the mysterious pair of Hope and Thomas. Their unresolved feelings cast a shadow of uncertainty over their future together. As the plot thickens and new alliances form, fans can only speculate on who will be the next to take the plunge into matrimony. As the curtain falls on another captivating chapter of love and longing, one question remains at the forefront of fans' minds. Will Brooke and Ridge finally find their way back to each other's arms? Despite the challenges they faced, hope remains strong for the iconic couple. Their love has weathered countless storms, proving its resilience time and time again. With the stage set for another grand romantic gesture, viewers can only wait with bated breath. The Bold and the Beautiful unfolds its latest tale of love, passion, and everlasting devotion. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and prepare for a roller coaster ride of emotions as love takes center stage once more. After all, in the world of soap operas, anything is possible, and true love always finds a way. In the heart of the bustling city, where the sun kissed the skyscrapers and the air was filled with the scent of ambition and desire, there stood a majestic mansion. This was not just any mansion. It was the mansion of the Forrester family, a name synonymous with fashion, power, and drama. And today, within the walls of this grand estate, whispers of another wedding were swirling in the air, igniting curiosity and speculation among the residents of Los Angeles. The Forrester mansion was abuzz with activity as preparations for an extravagant event were underway. Flowers adorned every corner, adding a touch of elegance to the already luxurious setting. Crystal chandeliers sparkled, casting a dazzling light across the opulent halls. It was clear that this was no ordinary occasion. Rumors had been circulating for weeks, fueling the gossip mills of the city. Whose wedding could it be this time? Was it the glamorous Brooke Logan, whose love life had always been a roller coaster ride of passion and betrayal? Or perhaps it was the dashing Ridge Forrester, whose tumultuous romances were the stuff of legend. The possibilities were endless, and the anticipation was palpable. As guests began to arrive, dressed in their finest attire and wearing expressions of eager anticipation, the tension in the air grew thicker. The Forrester family, with their magnetic charisma and undeniable charm, welcomed each guest with warmth and hospitality, all the while keeping the identity of the bride and groom shrouded in mystery. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, a whirlwind of emotions was brewing. In a secluded room upstairs, Brooke Logan stood before the mirror, her reflection a vision of radiance and beauty. Her heart fluttered with excitement and nerves as she prepared to walk down the aisle once again. But deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling of uncertainty that lingered within her. Would this marriage be the one to finally bring her the happiness she had always longed for? Downstairs, Ridge Forrester paced nervously, his thoughts consumed by the woman he loved. He had never been one to shy away from grand gestures, but this time felt different. This time, he was determined to make things right, to prove his unwavering devotion to the woman who held his heart. But as the minutes ticked by, doubts gnawed at his resolve, threatening to derail his carefully laid plans. As the ceremony drew near, tension reached its peak, and whispers of speculation filled the air. Suddenly, the doors swung open, and all eyes turned to see the bride making her entrance. Gasps of awe rippled through the crowd as Brooke Logan stepped into the room, her beauty transcendent, her smile radiant with joy. But just as the ceremony was about to begin, a hush fell over the crowd as another figure appeared at the back of the room. It was Taylor Hayes, Ridge Forrester's former flame, and a force to be reckoned with. Her presence sent shockwaves through the room, casting a shadow of doubt over the proceedings. With a determined stride, Taylor made her way to the front of the room, her eyes locked on Ridge with an intensity that could not be ignored. In that moment, the air crackled with tension, and the fate of the wedding hung in the balance. But then, something unexpected happened. Instead of confronting Ridge, Taylor turned to Brooke with a look of profound sadness in her eyes. "I can't let this wedding go on," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. "Ridge, I still love you, and I can't stand by and watch you make a mistake." For a moment, silence engulfed the room as the gravity of Taylor's words sank in. And then, with a sense of clarity that cut through the chaos, Ridge took a step forward, his eyes never leaving Brooke's. "I love you," he whispered, his voice unwavering, "and I can't imagine my life without you." In that instant, everything changed. The tension that had gripped the room dissipated, replaced by an overwhelming sense of relief and joy. And as Brooke and Ridge exchanged vows, surrounded by their loved ones, it was clear that this was a love story for the ages. As the newlyweds danced beneath the stars, surrounded by the twinkling lights of the city, they knew that their journey was just beginning. And though their path would undoubtedly be filled with challenges and obstacles, they also knew that as long as they had each other, they could weather any storm. And so, against all odds, love prevailed once again in the bold and beautiful world of the Forrester family. And as the night faded into dawn, the promise of a new beginning filled the air, carrying with it the hope of a future filled with endless possibility.